Last time on Secret Invasion.
Something just doesn't seem right.
Well, what do you mean?
I feel like lately you are not you.
Like what? Like a Skrull?
Maybe. You've been calling me by my last name instead of Ricky.
Oh, well, that could be just a weird coincidence. I mean, I usually call people by their last names most of the time.
Okay, if that's so, what's my middle name?
Jay?
Are you saying that as an initial, or my middle name is Jay?
Look, okay, nothing to worry about. It's me, buddy, okay? Look, we've been friends for 7 years now. We're going strong.
I think I've known you for over 25 years.
All right, chill. Okay, look, relax. We'll get through this, okay? Your wife will understand if we talk to her about this.
Who the hell are you? You're a squirrel.
Hey, look over there.
Hey, where are you running off to?
Oof, that was a close one. Hopefully that doesn't blow my cover.
Armageddon is almost upon us.
I got news for you. It's already here.
Hello, travelers. You're about to enter into a multiverse all about TV shows and movies. Welcome yourself into the Multiverse of Entertainment podcast. It's where our panelists talk about all the news stories, deep dive discussions on topics, and enjoy some nostalgic entertainment as well. Now, here are your hosts, Mitch Workman and Ricky Palmer.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's me. It's actually me, Mitch, the real Mitch.
Yay, I'm glad.
I know, right? That got a little scary, huh? Welcome to another fantastic episode of Into the Multiverse of Entertainment podcast. We're back here. This time we're hopping in on the Tumblr from the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, which we'll have a little discussion about that later because we're celebrating something a little bit down the road. We should all be a little proud of. Not just because, you got Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer next week, but another movie of his is celebrating a good old 15 years. So, I have to admit, this tumbler's kind of nice, Ricky. It's very spacious. Nice cup holders, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I agree. And it's got plenty of room for me to just relax and chill as long as you don't drive too crazy.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, look, it's got like a nice little microwave here. Pop some popcorn,
Yay!
Oh, shit, I think I set off a missile. Shit. Damn it. Hopefully Batman doesn't mind we shot one of his missiles off, so.
I'll be fine.
That'll be fine. Where is he?
Oh, God.
That's what it was trying to be. I always want to just do that like at one day, just like talk like Batman, just walk around,
Oh, I would love that. If you did,
wouldn't that be fun?
You're at the ticket counter at McDonald's and I want a Big Mac.
Special sauce, lettuce, onions, pickles, sesame seed bun. Don't tell me the ice cream machine maker's down.
That's why I've never asked for ice cream there. It'd be 2 PM and it'd be down.
It's broken. I think it just has a user malfunction, really. Oh, man. No, we're back for another exciting episode. We're going to have a good time. We got some good stuff going on today. I think Ricky's got a review later of a movie that's out that you should go check out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could do stories and a little bit of trailer galore. We haven't done some trailers in a while, so we'll probably talk about some trailers. And of course, happy 15th anniversary to The Dark Knight. We'll talk about that a little bit later. In the meantime, Ricky, we've had a good couple weeks to watch some shows and some movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Seen anything good lately?
Oh, yeah. I've actually seen 3 new. Well, they're not new, but 3 movies. And
new to you.
New to me, yes. And Secret Invasion. So start with that. It's a really good show. I know you're watching it. It's I like that it's only 6 episodes, but I was talking with a buddy of mine at work, and we're like, well, if it's only 6 episodes, I'm curious why they just didn't make this one a movie. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
But-
I was kind of thinking that myself. If you're gonna make something like a 6 episode, just make it a movie then.
Yeah, 'cause you could-
Even if you do it for just Disney Plus too. I mean, either way, you know.
Yeah, because you could trim the fat, like because I think each episode's like what 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the week.
I would say between 35 to 50 minutes.
Yeah, so you could trim the fat on what you don't need to make it a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we've watched the first 2 episodes. We're gonna watch some more this weekend. I heard episode 4, a lot of shakeup. So I haven't seen episode 4 yet, but I've been hearing a lot of shakeup. So kind of excited for that. I think it's got a good cast. I love, of course, Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. He's always great as Nick Fury, and Ben Mendelsohn is fantastic as Talos. I love Ben Mendelsohn. He's so fun.
You know who surprised me on that show because I don't know much about her is Olivia Colman.
I love Olivia Colman.
Yeah,
oh
she's
my
pretty
God.
funny for. I don't know if she's a good guy or a bad guy, but she's pretty funny.
Oh,
I don't know much about her.
Her time on the screen is just so fun, though. Like the second episode where she came into the butcher place. You know?
Oh, yep.
Just that whole time with her. I want more of that. And I love how her and Nick Fury go back and forth too. I think it's fun. I hope we get more of that. So, what else you been watching?
Yeah, so I Tanya I've heard rave reviews from you, and they are all worth it. I mean, it's about 6 years old now, but great performances by Margot Robbie, Allison Janney, Sebastian Stan, and who's his sidekick? Sebastian Stan's.
God, it's I'm trying to think of his name, but I've seen him. Like he was in Cruella. He was in
Yeah. He's like, oh God, how could I explain his character? He's like someone that lives. Yes. It's
brain dead.
Scott. Okay, I know Scott doesn't listen to this, but he reminds me of a Scott. But and then finally this. 2 more things. Have you ever seen Field of Dreams?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I finally watched that for the first time last night. Yeah.
Nice.
And then
baseball.
And then Indiana Jones. I know that we already did a full review, but I watched it after we did the review, and it's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It's everything that you said about it. I'm on par with you. I'm about 3.5. Just the pacing issues, but I like how it ended. I thought it ended in a good way.
Yeah.
Just kind of hope it makes its money. I hear it's not, but
how about the shirtless scene of him? Damn, man, for 80 years old, he's looking pretty good. Well, actually, now he just turned 81 this past week, so happy 81st birthday, Harrison.
Yeah, that scene, was really good. And I forget her name. The main girl, she can go far if she wants to.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, yeah,
correct. Yeah. She was really good. Her character was good. So.
Yeah, I like how her character was just kind of like she was just in it for the money. Like Indy's like trying to tell her it's not all about the money. It's about the whole finding the treasure and all that. So it kind of turned her eye. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I Tanya. I love I Tanya. That's a good movie. I love Craig Gillespie, who directed this. He's the one that he directed Pam and Tommy TV series. He's the one that directed Cruella. So he knows how to make a horrible person seem somewhat likable in a way. And
because the way that Margot Robbie came across, you almost felt bad for Tanya Harding because Sebastian Stan was a dick. Sorry, the movie's like 6 years old, but Sebastian Stan was a dick. He was mean to her. The mom, oh my gosh, Allison Janney as her mom. Like, I'm not here for you to make friends. I'm working double shifts at the diner or something like that. And she beats the crap out of her in front of them.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
she deserved that Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, Allison Janney.
Yes, I was going to ask you if they won anything for that movie.
She did win for that for best supporting. I mean, Margot Robbie was nominated for best actress, but
Yeah.
no, it's really good movie. If you have not seen that, people go check it out. It's really good. Check out Craig Gillespie films. He's got a good catalog because he does make horrible people look somewhat decent. And there's a trailer now that I think of it that when we do our trailers galore, I'm going to bring up and show you that it's something I mentioned about a year ago that they're making into a movie that's coming out later this year. So
Perfect. And
yeah,
I want to give a quick suggestion. Cruella is good. If you have not seen it, it's good.
oh yeah. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Things I've been watching. Yeah, Secret Invasions. I've been enjoying that. We've been like, because we're going on Disney next month for our summer vacation. So we've been watching like a lot of Disney stuff that have like rides based on it, or something that's themed for it. I think we're down to like one movie left, and it's Chippendales Rescue Rangers. So we've got everything but that movie. So we'll hopefully watch that probably this week. I watched a movie that's on Netflix. I think people should check out that I want to give much love for. It's called Nimona. Basically, it's based on the graphic novel of the same name, where it takes place like in this somewhat like futuristic, but they're like knights still, but like it's kind of weird to explain like what the setup is, but they're knights, but their swords shoot lasers, and there's castles, and there's still like smartphones, so it's kind of like a mixture of all that, but it looks pretty cool. The story follows Ballister, who is this going to be knighted, who is the first civilian be knighted, because usually most knights are based off of what your lineage was with like your bloodline. Like if your father was a knight, or your mother was a knight, you'd follow that line. But he was a child that was just, from a poor family, a Commonwealth person that just got to be the knight, and he gets framed for murder. And Nimona, who's played by Chloe Moretz from Kick-Ass, she plays Nimona, and she thinks he's like this villain. So she's like, oh, I could be like the sidekick for a villain. Awesome. But really all he's trying to do is prove his innocence, that he's not a killer and something's wrong. And the other thing that's cool is she's a shapeshifter, so she could shapeshift to any animal. And they just have this fun Bond connection. And it's really good. It's got a good story. The animation's beautiful.
Oh, it's animated?
Yeah, it's animated.
Okay.
If you have Netflix, check this out, because me and my daughter, we watched this and she loved it. It's good for kids. I think kids will like it. Adults will like it too. It's got a good story. It's got a good message, and it's fun. It's just fun. And the chemistry between the two main actors are just great and hilarious. So trying to think of anything else I've been watching, just that. And I think that's about it. Oh, I've watched I have to watch season 2, but I've watched the first season of The Bear on FX. Holy shit, that's a good show. Check it out. The reason I'm going to tell you to check this show out, Ricky, if you can probably watch it on demand, but you can watch it on Hulu, or if you have like cable with FX. Yeah, the main actor of the show, Jeremy Allen White, he plays Carmi, who he's a executive chef who his brother, he commits suicide, so he takes ownership of his brother's failing restaurant in Chicago. So it's got like that Chicago vibe. And the one thing I would say is don't watch this show on an empty stomach. Do not watch this show on an empty stomach, because they show like scenes where they're cooking like certain food. Like, God damn, that looks good. I'm hungry. The reason I tell you to check this out for Jeremy Allen White, about the Von Erichs, right? You're a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're doing a Von Erichs movie coming out, I think later this year, or early next year, from A24 with Sag-Aftra and Jeremy Allen White as two of the Von Erich brothers. So, yeah, definitely want to check that out when that comes out. But Bear, I'm gonna try to start season 2 because I heard season 2 is phenomenal. They've got great guest stars. Guest stars, I will say, that are Bob Odenkirk, John Mulaney, Olivia Colman. Speaking of Olivia Colman, Will Poulter. Adam Warlock himself. And they also got Joel McHale, John Benthroff, Punisher himself, and Academy Award winner. You gotta say this now. Academy Award winning Jamie Lee Curtis is in this season too. So
nice.
Definitely want to check it out.
It looks a little gritty, so I'll have to, like, not in a bad way. But
the best way I would describe it in 2 words is chaotic tenderness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So It's like a comedy / drama, but it's really good. I'd tell people to check that out if you've got FX or if you've got Hulu, or if you've got, you can probably watch it on demand. It's really fun. And the other thing I'm excited for this week, I haven't started yet, but my favorite vampires are back.
Yeah,
and
they
what we
showed
do in the shadows.
Commercial. We went to Cinemark and they showed the commercial for it, and Dan says that show's great, and I said,
man.
yeah, Mitch has been trying to get me to watch it for years.
It is so funny. Last season was okay, but I feel like looks like they're going back to Colin Robinson's running for a political seat, and so
no,
it just looks so hilarious. And Laszlo is my favorite, because last season end where Guillermo the Familiar paid another vampire to turn him into a vampire, but he hasn't noticed any changes yet, so he's kind of worried that nothing's happened. Laszlo's kind of catching on. It's like, I'll get to the bottom of this, because if I know bottoms, I'm the king of bottoms.
Oh God.
Just remember, Ricky, you want to know the most beautiful thing in the world is, Ricky?
What?
Fucking. Laszlo's my hero, so. But no, that's back, so I'm gonna watch that too. But other than that, that's pretty much what we've been watching. What have you guys been checking out? Hopefully something good. Let us know. Comments on Facebook, YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, wherever the hell we are. You know where we are. Into the mo at gmail.com. Email us there. We love thoughts and comments. Speaking of what's been going on lately, how about this for an announcement, Ricky? Yes, Geeks of Utah, rejoice. It's the 2023 FanX Comic and Pop Culture Convention coming to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah, September 21st to the 23rd. Come see the stars of TV and film like the cast of Star Trek Next Generation, Back to the Future, Scream, Smallville, Charmed, The Clone Wars, Shazam, even Karen Gillan from Guardians of the Galaxy herself, Nebula, is going to be there. Meet all the authors and artists. Check out the panels to see what fits your geeky needs. Check out the merch booths of local and national merchants to fill your geek shrine at home. We know you have that shrine. You got to get that Boba Fett, even if you're in $30,000 in credit card debt. But one thing we can at least agree as fans of going to FanX, that we've been there before, it's just the culture. It's a fun environment just to see everybody dressed up, old and young, just there having a fun time. I don't think I've ever been to one of the FanX where it's just like, it's a negative vibe. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, except for baby strollers. Like I get, like I've gotten ran into, but not to hurt me, but
yeah.
But no, other than that, it's cool. And you know what's crazy? So you know how shy I am, like when I'm not on this, right? I sat and talked to a girl. I know that's surprising for me. I sat and talked to a girl that looked like Marty McFly for like 20 minutes. Like if it was seriously, I mean, I didn't like hit on her or nothing, but we sat there and talked about Back to the Future.
Things you like.
Yeah, and in the real world or not Comic-Con, I probably would never talk to her, but that's the positive. That's what I take from that is you could talk to anybody there. Like let's say you met someone that was also into what we do in the shadows. You could sit there and BS with them for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Like I know one year when we dressed up as some of the characters from Inside Out, like you were Fear and I was Angry. Yeah. I think we got stopped a few times. Like we ran into other joys, we ran into some other emotions too, like sadness or fear or mischief. It was kind of fun to see other people like, hey, they had the same idea as we did. That's cool.
Yeah, or even people that just like the costume stopped us.
Oh yeah, I think the one year that cracks me was when we dressed up as Batman characters, you know?
Oh, yes. That was fun.
And people knew my wife was Poison Ivy, but nobody knew that I was Burgess Meredith's 66 Penguin from 66 Batman Penguin. Like, who the hell is he supposed to be? And I was even doing that.
Yeah, well, that's because the kids nowadays, they don't.
The kids these days, man. The kids
didn't know who that was, which is a good show.
Yeah. But no, go and have fun. There's great people to meet, and you can have conversations. Shit, you might meet new friends. You might meet the love of your life there. You never know. They do the speed dating, so hey, if you're lonely, well, I wouldn't say lonely, but hey, you want to meet some people out there and scare of the dating scene, do the speed dating. I think that'd be fun. I thought one year, Ricky, we should do that with you and like me and like some other people have like a resume just like to promote you. Like, yeah, I'm already married, but here, let me tell you about that guy down there.
Yeah, Sierra, your wife, has told me a few different years that she's like, I'll help. Like, if you go into it, I'll help. I mean,
yeah,
you know, so
like that's my thing.
One of
like,
these years.
I'll just go there and be like, all right, hey, look, I'm married. I'm happily married, but let me tell you about this guy. Let me talk to you. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Look, L.A. night in there for you, you wrestling fans.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
But you can check that much more for tickets and info. Go to Fan X Salt Lake. That's fan, the letter X, saltlake.com. All right, I think we've done enough talking. Let's get this show going, right, Ricky?
Oh, yeah.
Shh. Hold on. The trailers are getting ready to start. Wow.
Oh, yeah, trailers galore. We haven't done these for a while. I know because we've been going to see a lot of movies, right, Ricky?
Oh, yeah. There's so many trailers I've seen that it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, the fall. I mean, I know with the writer's strike going on right now, it's just we'll have to wait and see what happens. But let's just enjoy what we have coming out this fall, and then I don't know. We'll probably go out and play some cornhole, or actually talk to a damn person. Maybe I don't know.
Read a book.
Read a book. What are those? We're gonna talk about two movies that are coming out later this year. First one I'm gonna bring up is called Dumb Money. And now this is a story that I mentioned last year when we first started about, the whole GameStop, stock thing that happened. It was going to star Paul Dano, Seth Rogen. It was going to be directed by Craig Gillespie, which, I was like, okay, it'd be fun to check out. So let's check out the trailer for Dumb Money.
Holy fucking shit. I will tell you, I've never seen anything like it. Holy fucking shit.
That's how I feel every time I see a movie.
Yeah.
It's the easiest I think I've ever seen.
Everything okay?
Get that butterface off my set.
$11 fucking million. What are you gonna do? Get a Ferrari? What the fuck?
Oh, language. Baby's here. Yo, what up, everybody? Roaring Kitty here. I'm gonna pick a stock and talk about why I think it's interesting, and that stock is GameStop.
I love this guy.
People are like, what's
He
GameStop?
looks like a weirdo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know it's on purpose, but
Like
hey, it's Rudy.
Is it an offer? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
dumb money, man. Happy to take it.
Wall Street is betting that this company is going to fail. And if it fails, these hedge fund assholes make a shit ton of money. 70,000 people have watched this video.
Rory Kitty, I love you!
If he's in, I'm in.
If he's in, I'm in. GameStop. Those
Time to fuck the system.
It's only gonna go up. When they hit, I'm gonna buy you a mansion.
Let's drink to that.
My brother is a fucking nerd.
Holy fucking shit.
Holy shit!
You should probably dial in.
Holy fucking shit.
Do you have a minute?
I always worry about that when if Nick Offerman ever called. Do you have a minute?
How
No.
much did we lose?
$1 billion.
And yesterday?
4 million?
And yesterday?
$1 billion.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We're like really fucking rich.
I don't know what I would have done if I would have had this much money.
I'd lose my shit too, man.
Yeah.
You've been served.
Wall Street cheated. Surprise, surprise.
You have to testify before Congress. The game has changed.
The game always changes. Well, it's GameStop, so it always changes.
You win in the race if you let some dipshit steal the prize.
A lot of people feel the system is broken.
System is
The
broken.
whole idea of the stock market is if you're smart and maybe with a little luck you can make your fortune. Certainly not anymore. There's no hope for the little guy.
Shitballs.
Maybe there is.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that looks really funny, Mitch.
Uh-huh.
Serious and funny.
Oh yeah, I love, like we said, we love Greg Gillespie. He just makes great movies where he makes like something of like horrible people, but make them look somewhat decent, and you feel bad for him. Great cast though. You look at Paul Dano, Pete Davidson, Vincent D'Onofrio, America Ferrera, Nick Offerman, Anthony Ramos, Sebastian Stan, Shailene Woodley, Dane DeHaan, Seth Rogen, Ricky Palmer, Mitch Workman, Spider-Man, Ahsoka Tano, Jesus Christ. The list goes on and on.
Jesus Christ. That'd be funny if he was just saying, hey. How much did you make, Jesus Christ? $1 million.
Have you been to my churches lately? I make a shitload. I'm rolling in puss.
We're going to get in so much trouble.
Yeah, no, this looks good, man. It's supposed to come out in theaters in September 22nd, so check that out. I think it's gonna be a fun one. What we got on your plate, Ricky? What we got up? What's a good movie you want to talk about?
Yeah, a preview that I ran across the other day called Napoleon. Speaking of cast, it's got Joaquin Phoenix, Vanessa Kirby, and Jodie Comer. It's an Apple TV production, but Ridley Scott is directing, and it will be out on Thanksgiving. It's a look at the ruthless Emperor Napoleon.
Yeah, let's check this out.
No doubt you'll send the chaos in the streets.
The French.
We must make an example.
It's so Frenchy.
France will fall.
What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
I promise you brilliant successes.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to do like a little French accent. All right, we get it, Ridley Scott. You did a shitload.
Yeah.
This costume you have on.
This is my uniform.
And the winner of the 2024 Oscar is
Mitch Workman.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Napoleon.
I could be wrong, Mitch, but is this like one of the first Napoleon movies?
Unless you count Bill and Ted.
Well, yeah.
Those in power will only see me as their sword.
I suggest you take
it. Looks good.
Shall we vote?
Good to be the king.
This vermin has held the world hostage with his egotism and his lack of simple good manners.
Hello.
Well, that's just being French. What do you expect?
Yeah.
You think you're great. You are just a tiny little brute that is nothing without me.
Candy for a candy, then?
Yay.
All of your driving forces against me.
What's the outcome of this if you don't succeed?
Your Majesty, we are discovered. Good.
Run away!
It's a trap.
I simply never do.
Oh, waste of Kool-Aid packets. Nice. I think
Happy
it looks
Thanksgiving.
Cool. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving and happy Oscar time though too, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, each at that around Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm with you. It could be Oscar buzz. So, yeah, that's what we got for trailers galore. What do you guys think? You excited to see these two movies? What's your thoughts? Love to hear them. Thoughts and comments, man. You know where to hit us up. We hide in the dumpsters behind the restaurants of Hollywood to get the news stories for you.
Hey, leftover chicken Alfredo!
It's entertainment news. The lovable news. We love our news and entertainment news. Kind of some sad news this week, but we'll get through it. First off, let's talk about one thing that the internet is buzzing about. I don't know if you saw this, Ricky. The internet has lost its shit since Monday, actually, now that I think of it.
Mhm.
Ryan Reynolds, of course, Deadpool himself, they're out there filming Deadpool 3, released the first image of Hugh Jackman, and he's got the yellow and blue Wolverine outfit on. And of course,
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet has lost its shit. Oh, man. The only problem is right now it's kind of on production hold, but we'll talk about that why. Ricky, what's your thoughts when you first saw the image of him in the yellow and blue suit? Were you like, oh yeah, I'm so in, I'm down?
Yeah, I am too, because it looks like it's straight out of the cartoon. Straight out of the cartoon. I mean, I was already in with Hugh Jackman one more time. One more time, him being being in Deadpool as Wolverine. And if you did tell me this before, I'm sorry to bring it back up. This won't affect his last movie, Logan, right?
No, they're saying this is a different version of Logan, of course, multiverse. Why not? You know.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I want to see the banter between him and I forget the girl's name, Pyro, or the girl that's in Deadpool.
Oh, Negasonic Teenage
Megasonic. Yep. I want to see that back and forth.
Oh, well, did you hear who also joined the cast this week? They announced.
I did not.
Jennifer Gardner is joining the cast, and she's reprising her role as Elektra from the Daredevil and Elektra movies.
Wow, that's awesome, because I remember them not being that good, but yeah, that's great that she's back as Elektra.
I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a fun time with all the stuff going on, and plus, you're getting most of the original cast back. You're getting Blind Al, she'll be back. You got Dopebender, he'll be back. You've got I think the only person that said it's not coming back is Zazie Beetz is not coming back as Domino. Because she's kind of busy filming something else right now.
Oh,
but you're getting a lot of the other regular cast members too. So I'm excited. I think this is gonna be fun. I think it's just gonna be what we need for the MCU to just go in there and just fuck shit up with the system.
Yeah, I'm excited about
right
that.
now. It's slated for May 3rd, but we'll have to bring the bearer of bad news for this next news story. 2 months ago, along with the writer strikes, the actors have gone on strike too, now not reaching an agreement with the major studios to renew their contracts as well. So we have actors and writers on strike, and it kind of sucks because, we still might not have anything to watch this fall on TV. Good thing is we got movies coming out still. The remainder of this year, most of the stuff that's coming out, it's all done, ready to go. The other thing too is that makes me a little worried about this, Ricky, is I think it's going to hurt press release when it comes to these movies coming out later to be advertised.
Oh yes, that is something that is part of it. Is they're not going to do any press tours. Everything is shut down completely, and it just, I don't know. It makes me sad because I know why they're doing it and stuff like that. It's more for the support of the writers. But the other thing that, and maybe you could shed some light on this, some of it has to do with streaming. Like some of these actors are worried that since a lot of people don't go to theaters now, that it's going to affect them if everything just goes streaming forever.
Yeah, I can kind of shine in on this. So basically what's going on with the writer's strike and now with the actors on strike, it mostly has to fall with not just the money, the collective bargaining agreement. It's mostly trying to look out for not the big time actors, but small actors who, you see them in like all different shows, play a certain, background character. One of the things that they're saying is with the background actors is that they want to pay them for 1 day of pay, take that, and then that studio has the right to take that person's image and likeness and put that in other movies that they want as background characters, and not even pay them and use that for as long as they wanted to use it for. Which I think is kind of fucked up. Because the other thing too is for these some of these actors to still achieve the rights for benefits through the SAG and through the Writers Guild is you have to make at least a minimum of $26,000. annually. And if you don't make that in your annual, you lose on those benefits to where now you're kind of out on the street. What if you have issues like medical issues and you have to pay for those on your own? So I'm kind of really for the writers and the actors, because with the streaming, that's the thing that's affecting it, is that most of these people, and one person I saw was a writer for a show on a big streaming site, that for one episode they wrote, they only got a residual check for only like $300.
What?
And yeah, it kind of sucks, because if you look at it, if someone's going on an app and downloading and streaming like shows and movies, those production companies are not seeing any residual. It's going all toward the streaming service. So when you come to see like where Disney Plus or Netflix ups their rate, right?
Yeah.
They don't give that out as revenue, or give it out as royalty fees to the writers, the actors, the production companies. It just goes right to, like, say, Netflix, Disney Plus, and all that. So that, I think I kind of agree with the actors and the writers, that I feel like you need some sort of revenue coming off of that too. Especially, like, say, let's use DC, for example, with Shazam and The Flash. Both were having a hard time at the box office. Well, then now you can go, like, I think it's either this week or next week, you can actually buy The Flash on streaming, and then in about another month it'll be on HBO, or not HBO, but it'll be on Max to watch. So really, it's like you're losing the faith right there of pulling out of the theater, not giving it a chance to make revenue in the theater, and then you put it on your streaming sites, and then it's not even getting any revenue from that at all. So
yeah, and it's kind of like the Black Widow thing a couple years back, when Scarlett Johansson. Now, Disney, the circumstances around that one were a little different because it was COVID.
Yeah.
But Disney, they weren't like giving her any money. And that's the other thing too, is like I pay for Disney Plus. I don't know I can't remember the rate because I just did the flat year thing. But
yeah, I think it's like 80.
Yeah. But you're telling me that they can't like throw a couple of bones here or a couple bones there, because like everybody, like the CEOs and all that stuff, they're making the money,
Yeah.
And like, what if it's a new movie that not a in theater movie, Mitch, but like new on Disney Plus? Like, do those people just not get nothing? It reminds me of I'm gonna go in the Wayback Machine. In the 80s, when Jesse Ventura had the fight to get royalties from Vince McMahon, because he would put out these Coliseum video movies where it would be like all these old 80s matches, and no one was making money. And so he had a long fight with Vince, like a few years, where they dubbed over his talking. They fixed it now on Peacock, but they would dub over his talking, and it would be so weird because he's a commentator, so he'd say something about Hulk Hogan, and it'd be just blank. And then the other guy would say, yeah, that was a good move by Hulk Hogan. Because then you'd be like, what the hell? So I know what the actors are going through. And it's a lot of it has to do with AI, too. They're worried that they're going to take the faces of background, or, like you said, background actors that are just there. They're going to take their faces and make them fake characters, so they don't have to pay them.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know, like I said, it's kind of a touchy subject. I do see it from both sides, but I'm really going more for the writing and actors, because come on, these guys are the ones that make the stories and make the shows for us, and we love them. In about a year, if this is still going on, I guess we'll just have to, I don't know, do some crotch stitching maybe, or find a new hobby.
I do have one.
We'll have to change the name of the show of Into the Multiverse of Entertainment and call it Into the Multiverse of Scrapbooking.
Yay! I do have one quick question. What about things like Comic-Con? Will they pull out of Salt Lake if it's still going on then?
As of right now, with stuff like Comic-Con and like, say, like FanX, as far as I know, the actors are still going to go, because it's still, in a way, they're getting paid by these places to come and make appearances and all that. I think this is going to affect Comic-Con big, next week, because next week's Comic-Con in San Diego.
I totally forgot about that, Mitch.
Yeah, so with San Diego Comic-Con going on, no one's going to be there to represent stuff because all the writers and all the actors are on strike. So it's probably the perfect time if you want to go to San Diego Comic-Con to check out the merch booths. That because Hall H there's nothing there at Hall H. It's just wow, look at these chairs.
What about the announcement of Fantastic Four, Mitch? Because I know you said that might happen, but if the writers' strike keeps going,
I don't know, hopefully soon. I don't know, because you got D23 in September, so hopefully soon.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully soon. But what are you guys' thoughts? I know it's kind of sad. We didn't mean to bring it down a bit, but what are you guys' thoughts and comments on? We'd love to hear. Check us out at intothemo@gmail.com, Facebook, YouTube, where we are. Find us.
Ricky!
Yep.
Nostalgic Zone.
Oh man, wow, I can't believe it. It's been, I know 2 months ago we talked about Iron Man being 15 years old. Another big one that became 15, almost a year from driving the car. And it's it's probably your favorite Batman movie of all time, right?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we're talking about the 2008 Christopher Nolan classic, The Dark Knight, the second in the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogies. With Christian Bale as Batman, you had Maggie Gyllenhaal taking over for Katie Holmes as Rachel, Michael Caine as Alfred, Gary Oldman coming back as Commissioner Gordon. For Two-Face, you have Aaron Eckhart. And, of course, the one we're going to talk about a lot, the late, great, Academy Award winning Heath Ledger as the Joker. Ricky, my first thought was with this movie, when you first saw it, what was your first thoughts about it when you first saw it in theaters?
When I the first one, I loved it, and here's why. I wrote down the struggle with Harvey Dent. Okay, because he wants to do good. At the beginning of the movie, he's a nice guy. I think he's a lawyer, right?
Well, he's the district attorney.
He's the DA, yeah, and he's gonna run for like mayor or something of Gotham, and he wants to do the right thing, and then Joker plays with his mind a lot. And the quote of this movie is, you either live long enough to see yourself become a villain, or you die a hero. And I think that quote resonates because there's a scene, the scene when he becomes Two-Face, and he starts to become bitter and angry and starts to become a villain. But yeah, I loved it. Before the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, this Joker scared me because he was realistic. He's like, blowing up hospitals and stuff. And I gotta give Heath Ledger tons of credit. He was very into that character. In fact, they say it drove him crazy. But what about you, Mitch? When you seen it the first time, what were your initial reactions?
I think my first thought when I first saw this, I was like, wow, this is probably one of the best Batman movies I've ever seen. I loved Batman Begins. And of course, with that tease at the end of Batman Begins with the Joker card. So then we knew that the next one had this anticipation, had this whole, high level of holy shit, what do we expect? It's going to be very anticipated. And it did not fail. It lived up to the anticipation. I think with Heath Ledger as the Joker, I love his Joker the most because he's that one that just loves to see chaos. He doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about winning or losing. He just wants to see people cause chaos. He wants to show that everybody has a bad day. Everybody could be as bad as me. No one's the golden child, I think when I left that theater, I was like, holy shit, I gotta go see this again. There was so much to process because it was just so good. And it was just great storytelling. Just one of the things I loved. You want to know a fun fact, though? Aaron Eckhart was not the first choice to play Harvey Dent. You want to hear some of the people that were up for the
vote? Go ahead. Yeah.
The first one, Nolan's first choice to be Two-Face was actually be Matt Damon.
Whoa, that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome, but Damon couldn't do it due to scheduling conflicts with him filming Invictus. Other people that he wanted to cast was Ryan Philippe, Hugh Jackman, Mark Ruffalo, Liev Schreiber, Josh Lucas were also considered for the part. So, but when Nolan saw Thank You for Smoking, which starred Aaron Eckhart, Nolan asked him, "Hey, can you audition for this? I need to try and see if you would be a good fit." And lo and behold, he was. One of the things I really do like about this is it didn't feel like a superhero movie. It didn't feel like a comic book movie. It felt like almost like a detective crime thriller. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would. Yeah, because just the scenes, like when Joker would say, "You've got to choose between this and that," like there's a bomb strapped to somebody, or you got to save this bus full of kids, things like that. And it was his psychology, Joker's, even though he's the bad guy, it was really good psychology. It was a good thriller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the thing I like about it too is with the writing is fantastic. A great twist in the middle. I think the chase scene though with Batman on the bike and then the semi truck, it's very iconic. Yeah. That whole scene, would you say that's very iconic?
Yes, yeah, that was a great chase scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need to rewatch this because it's been so long. But damn, it's good.
It's really good. One thing I would say is this movie did that. Now you're seeing it these days. Now a lot of movies are doing, but it was one of the few movies that passed the $1 billion mark. This was even before Avatar, before the MCU. This was the second grossest movie, right behind Titanic, to reach $1 billion, and no other movie besides Titanic has ever done that when this came out.
And then one scene, it's a little bit scary, but the magic trick scene.
Oh God, I love that scene.
Yeah, because he's calling out these gangsters, and then all of a sudden he goes
with Michael Jai Wright, who we love and adore as Black Dynamite.
Yeah, he's calling out these gangsters and telling them, "Hey, you can't beat the Batman." And then he gets a pencil and sticks it in this dude's eye, and he's like, "Ta-da!" Like, just the way he does it is like, yeah, I know he's the villain, but it's kind of funny.
And like deep down inside, you're laughing. You're like,
yeah,
that's funny.
But yeah, was there anybody else that they had picked for the Joker, or was it always Heath Ledger?
Well, I find some other fun facts. Well, Nolan has always wanted Heath Ledger to play the Joker, so there was no doubt. The other people that auditioned for the part besides Heath Ledger, you had Hugo Weaving and Sam Rockwell, which I would be interested in both of them. I think they'd be interesting, but I think Heath Ledger, I don't know if you can beat that. I mean, I know Joaquin Phoenix won it for Joker for the Oscar as well, but I don't know, just something about Heath Ledger's Joker, you just wanted more,
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that he passed when this came out. And I think a big thing is they said that the third one had some ideas where the Joker was going to come back for the third one. And it would be so great to see what it would have been. Yeah. The one thing I will say, though, is this is the thing, and I have to ask you this, if this was bothersome to you or not. To me, it didn't bother me at all. A lot of people complained about the whole Batman series was Christian Bale's Batman voice. To me, it didn't bother me one bit, because if you're putting on a costume like that, you can't just have your voice and be like, "Oh, hey, it's you, Ricky. Hey, how's it going, man? You're Batman."
Yeah, because then it's more the mystery of it.
Yeah,
the mystery of is he really Bruce Wayne? I mean, we all do know he is, but like for his deeper voice and things like that, it brought more to the character. It's just his take on it. So like we all know that Michael Keaton was Batman, and in the later years we've had Affleck and Pattinson. but it's just Bale's take on it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the way I see it.
I guess we'll do one more thing to wrap it up with the Batman. If you can tell people what's the one thing to go see this movie and why, if they have not seen it, what is the selling point that people need to go see this for?
I would say that it is a very good superhero story, and I know that when Marvel came out, we got like better stories, but for 2008, it was worth it. Like that, it's worth it. And Heath Ledger's performance, and Bale's, they all worked together and they all intertwined really well. And another person we haven't even mentioned is the Scarecrow was in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor, and so
I love Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
So it's just good choices by Christopher Nolan,
So I think that probably should wrap it up. I think we definitely check this out. You have not.
Yep.
I know if you have Max right now, you can watch it on Max if you streamed it. Go watch this. It's a great movie. 15 years and still holds up. One thing I really will say that I love about Christopher Nolan, he really likes using a lot of practical effects. And you figure a movie like this would have a lot of CGI, but no, most of the CGI was basically on Two-Face's face compared to all the other stunt work that was actually practical effects. So big ups to Christopher Nolan on that. Yeah. Any final words you want to say about The Dark Knight, Ricky?
Nope. I think we pretty much covered it.
Cool. All right. What are your guys' thoughts and comments? We'd love to hear. Let us know.
Join us now for our reviews of movies that are playing in theaters or streaming on a certain platform for your entertainment.
All right, we got a good movie review. Ricky had a good time to go see another summer. Could this be another summer good movie? I guess we'll have to find out from Ricky. Ricky, what'd you go check out this weekend?
Mission Impossible is
Part
a Dead
1.
Reckoning, Part 1. So it stars Tom Cruise, Haley Atwood, Rebecca Ferguson, Vanessa Kirby, Simon Pegg, and Ving Rhames is who I have down. So Ethan Hunt, and so at the very beginning, there's this Russian sub, right? And they think, and they have this big sphere thing that is like the ultimate weapon, right? Like if it gets into anybody else's hands, we're fucked. Okay. So there's these 2 keys though that the Russians have. So as long as they have it, then no one's gonna get it. Okay. So they see that this other sub is approaching, and it starts to fire on them, and they're like, "What the hell? Like, what's going on?" and stuff like that. So the sub is like a phantom sub or AI sub. Like it's not real. It's not there. But the torpedo that they fired, it kind of like gets rerouted by the AI, and it kills them. It kills all of them. And the two keys to this sphere thing both just go away. And one's on one guy, one's on the other. Fast forward to the present, sorry. And the American government sends Ethan a message like, this is your mission, that Isa has one of the keys, but she has a $50,000 bounty on her head. And these 2 bounty hunters are on their way to look for her and find her. And his mission is to get the key and make sure that nobody else finds the other key. And that's when this gets going. It is non-stop action the whole time. Like it does not feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes. It doesn't. Great performances by Haley Atwell, Vanessa Kirby, and the whole cast. It's just, I know the key's a MacGuffin, and so they have to make sure that, the wrong person doesn't get the key. And Haley Atwood's character, she's like a thief and stuff like that.
Pickpocketer?
Yeah, pickpocketer. Thank you very much. Yeah. And so she, during one of the scenes, she pickpocketed the second key. And that's about where I'll leave it. And it's action. It's nonstop. It's Tom Cruise being Tom Cruise. I'm at like a 4 or 4.5.
Oh,
It's
wow.
that good. Yeah.
Wow.
It keeps you occupied the whole time. You don't know who to trust because there's villains on all sides. Because
well, it's spies. What do you expect?
yeah, and not only that, it's like the AI too is a part of it. That's part of the, like, you don't know who to trust too because of the AI. So it's a very realistic, like, this could happen, and it is a part 1. So like you told me last week, don't be shocked if it ends on a cliffhanger, so. But yeah, I think adding Vanessa Kirby and Haley Atwood to the cast was good choices. So check it out, guys. I know, right? Like this, I know that it's gonna be tough because we got Oppenheimer next week and Barbie. So I know that, like, trying to find time to see all these, but if you can spread out the movies, or if you're a huge fan of the Mission Impossible, you'll love them because you might have to help me on this, but I think Tom Cruise did all his stunts.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff, I'm like, holy crap.
Calm down, Tom. You're 61.
Correct. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We're coming to the end. See? This is a big ending. Wait! Where are you going?
Here we go. We've reached the end. Yep, we're down to the end of the episode. Good episode, man. I think we had a good time, I'm glad you still trust. Glad you trust that you still know it's me and not some, Skrull. So that's good.
Yeah. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. I don't know. We have to trick her. Watch out and see what happens. No, but definitely go check out Mission Impossible. Ricky said it's really good. I think you guys might like it. I'm gonna go check it out. I still need to watch 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have not watched those, but I will let everybody know if you're a big Mission Impossible fan, you can actually watch all 6 of those on Paramount right now. So if you want a little refresher, watch those. I'm gonna after I'm done with my Disney watch, but. Man, but no, I think we should hop back in the Tumblr. I think we should get ready to head back out and go check out some movies and TV while we can, see what we come back with next week. I think next week's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
All right. As for my good friend Ricky, I'm Mitch. You can check us out on Facebook at Into the Multiverse of Entertainment. Check us out on YouTube. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Spotify. Email us intothemo@gmail.com. Thoughts and comments. We love to hear your feedback. If you guys want something you want to talk about, like if you want to tell me, hey, your skits are shitty, or if you want to say, hey, I think you guys are wrong about this movie, or what you want to think we should watch. You know what would be great if we get people to like email us or write us in. It'd be great to see them like comment like movies we both have not watched for a Clockwork Challenge. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, especially that one we mentioned the last episode.
Oh, losing it? Oh, I think we should do that as a group.
We need to find that. We
need to find that and see if it's on anything. Oh man. Tom Cruise, or was it Tom? Yeah, Tom Cruise is Woody. All right, as always, everybody, safe travels
and safe entertaining yourself.
Hey you, thanks for sticking through and listening into the Multiverse of Entertainment podcast. If you are a fan of this podcast and like what you heard, be sure to subscribe to us on Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast from to be notified for new episodes. Please leave us feedback or suggestions for future episodes. And as always, safe travels and safe entertaining yourself.